going in here. Watch out, but he just left us.
So yeah, man, I actually built my first Lego set fully by myself.
What? Nice. Congratulations.
Dude, I never really liked it. It's James Bond's little car sitting here at my desk. I'm just not a Lego guy, you know? I'm a wrestler. One day I'll be a famous wrestler. But until now, guys, what's going on? I'm Bossa Mike.
And I'm D-Way.
That is Mr. D-Way, ladies and gentlemen. And we are Living Room Referees, where we talk wrestling, anything wrestling.
Breathe wrestling.
Snort wrestling. Wives hate us watching wrestling.
For real.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Sometimes.
So let's get started, man. I mean, how you been?
Bro, been good, good.
Less than 24 hours we talked.
I know, right? It's been a long 24 hours.
It has been.
A lot of things have happened in the wrestling world since then. And we're going to talk about them.
Let's talk. Let's get right into it. I mean, I don't think we need to talk about SmackDown from last week. I don't think it was a lot of crazy. Jade came out. We knew that was going to happen.
Yep.
I want to talk about this, my friend.
Yeah.
LA Knight taking home the belt.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know about you, but maybe we'll get into a conversation about this, about the belts moving. But let's just give all credit to LA Knight. Winning it back from Shinsuke Nakamura. What do you think, D-Way?
I was slightly surprised. I didn't think, I guess titles have changed hands a lot in the past couple weeks. I didn't expect LA Knight to win it. I mean, I'm happy he did, obviously. But I don't hate Shinsuke, but I like LA Knight a little bit more. But I think I dig it. Now I'm kind of curious to see what we're going to do with him in the United States Championship leading up to WrestleMania. Does Shinsuke get a rematch? Do we get a whole new story? When Shinsuke lost, I was reading that they were talking about how Shinsuke's contract was up and he was possibly leaving WWE. But from what I've read today, that has been squashed.
Oh, nothing that's good. That's good.
Yeah, nothing confirmed for that, so we can put that to bed.
Good.
Yep. What'd you think of the match? You surprised?
I would have been more surprised if when Rhea lost the belt the previous Monday, hers losing the belt. I'm like, okay, they're moving belts around a little bit more now. SmackDown shows up, and all of a sudden, I see this title match. I'm like, I'm glad LA Knight won, but they're moving belts around, which is good. I mean, they did that in the, Attitude and Aggressive era. They moved those belts pretty fast.
They did.
So yeah, I mean, it was an all right match. It was good. I mean, I'm happy for LA Knight. He's a title holder.
My boy Charles Robinson got sprayed with his mist. I was a little upset. How are you gonna do Roll Robinson like that? That's dirty.
I mean, that was a little rough.
It was rough.
Poor guy,
he may not recover.
Maybe he needs a vacation. Sometimes we all need a vacation.
He deserves a vacation.
So moving along, we got a couple of days go by and we hit Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night. What a Monday Night Raw it was.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it had a lot of matches, I think this time, more. Yep. But the beginning was a little peculiar for me. It wasn't someone opening up like Seth Rollins or anybody just opening up Raw would have been great, but nobody did. They came out, Jey Uso, and he came out, and I mean, yeah, we got his 5 minutes now in the ring doing his dance. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying we got time. It right into a match. I didn't know we were going to go to a match. I thought we were going to do a promo first.
Same, but I'm not going to lie. I kind of like going right into the match. Instead of all the talking, like, let's just get down to business. And I mean, who better to get down to business with the Yeet Man himself, getting the crowd hyped up. Everybody's fired up at the beginning of Raw. The crowd's got the anticipation, and you just hear, ooh, so, and everybody loses their mind. Kind of a squash match for Jay, I think. He's not going to lose leading up to WrestleMania, I don't think. He did get his ass kicked after the match, which kind of leads me to this. I wanted to ask you, is Gunther and Jay getting a little stale? I mean, I feel like the same thing's been happening.
You guaranteed one's going to come out. Oh, I mean, Jay hasn't come out over on Gunther until Gunther started beating the hell out of Tozawa. Then he came out, right?
Yeah, poor Tozawa.
So, Jay helping out, but he's not attacking Gunther. I
Mm-mm.
feel Gunther is attacking him, and Gunther's is just giving up the element of surprise. He's going to expect it every week now. You've hit him every week since he announced he's coming after you. So now
Yeah.
that we see the feud, yeah, I think it's getting a little stale. I think Gunther needs to like take a day or two and come up with a new plan. Maybe mess with Jimmy for a minute, his brother, or
Go after his family. Do something.
do something. Make it a little personal. I like that. But yeah, it's getting for me. It's getting a little stale.
I just think they announced Jay a little too soon. Like, let's build that anticipation on who he's going to challenge for the belt. Maybe announce it at Elimination
What?
Chamber. That way we can still have the John Cena thing happen.
Yeah.
Something like that. But they announced it like I feel like right after the Rumble. So now you got like 3 months of storyline you got to build.
And it's tough to hold that story, you know. Wrestling
Mm-hmm.
moves at a fast pace, so I feel like it's going to be hard to hold that story up.
Yep. Yep.
Jay and Gunther, without by the time it gets to WrestleMania, Pat McAfee's impressed.
I dropped my pencil.
Well, by the time it gets to WrestleMania, we got a built up story. You know, it's not
Yeah.
stale. It's not oh,
Don't get me wrong.
or
I
people
say,
are going to be like, oh, the story's finally going to come to an end.
yeah, I said, don't get me wrong. I think it's getting stale, but I'm still excited for the match. Let's not get it twisted here. I'm still very excited for the match. I think this is going to be the best opportunity Jay has of winning the World Heavyweight Championship. So I'm excited for that. But just the same thing every week, like so far. Like you choke them out, you beat them up. Let's do something different. Is all I'm asking.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's try a
Yep.
little different.
Yep.
How
Yep.
about this guy coming out? What do you think?
Oh, Logan Paul. You know
Logan
what?
Paul.
You see the guy fucking he ripped off the dude's
Yeah,
T-shirt.
I hate Logan Paul t-shirt. He just rips it off.
I guess WWE's gonna start selling that shirt now, from what I've read. So
Oh,
it makes me
wow.
wonder if it was a plant.
Let's make Logan Paul richer than he already is. You know, he's got the Prime where, dude, it's $6 for a box of Prime powder you put in your drink, and you get 6
Uh,
packets. $1 a packet. That's ridiculous.
Crazy.
And they're selling, I bet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guarantee they're selling. Guarantee they're selling.
Well, it's Logan Paul, but how about that boo crowd? I mean, did he
It's a good
handle it well?
crowd.
They were booing him, and do you think he
Yeah,
handled it pretty well?
I think he did. I think he did. He's learning how to handle the crowd better. I feel like as the more experience he's gotten, the longer he's been on. I think he would be even better if he was there consistently. But you can definitely tell from when he started till now, he's a lot better. And then he got the comedian involved. Not the big fan, haven't seen much of his work, but got him involved, started beating him up. And your favorite AJ Styles came out and kind of saved the day. I know you love AJ. So let me ask you this. You excited for this possible match at Mania? AJ Styles versus Logan Paul? No?
Unless it's a hardcore ladder match, flying match, maybe they're tied up in ropes and they have to swing and beat each other up.
Mm-hmm.
First ever type match because they're both flyers. I'm just giving you guys ideas. They're spewing out of my head, so maybe don't make it a basic fight. It's got to
Yeah.
be 100%. Got to be developed for a stipulation. Excuse me, I could have spit that word up. It should be fit for a stipulation match where money's
No,
involved, or not just a match. It can't be just a regular. If you're gonna have this match, make it something we're gonna be involved in.
I think Logan and AJ Styles, they're both very athletic guys. I think a ladder match would suit them, both of them
That's what I'm
perfectly.
saying. Something that makes them want to
Yeah.
fly. I
Yep.
think something that
Maybe even a TLC match or something.
that's gonna because they both fly. They love jumping up super high, and Logan works his butt off. I'll give him that.
Yep. Yep. He looks good.
When he knows he's gonna be doing a match and he wants to try something, he'll work his butt off.
Nope. I
But
agree.
who knows what he's really like in person? I mean, I've met people that you think, God, this guy's a d-bag, but then you meet him in person, you're like, oh.
Well, I know he's got a bad rap because of his history. He's kind of a douchebag. I don't know if he
Yeah,
still
but
is. I don't
people
follow that.
people are gonna love the hate.
Yeah.
Remember that. People are gonna love the
Mhm.
hate. And it's just gonna make you want to see him, what he's gonna say, what he's gonna do next. That is what keeps you attached to Logan Paul.
I
Do I
watched
think he's
some
a
of his.
bad wrestler? I don't think he's bad. If you want to
Yeah.
argue with me, let's argue. I think the guy can fight. He's worked his butt off. Is
Hmm.
he an idiot with his character? I guess, yeah, but
I think he plays into it though. It kind of works well for him.
agreed.
At least on TV, it does. I've watched some of his podcasts with wrestlers, and he seems very genuine to the wrestling business. Very
I feel like
humble
he's
in a
got to love
sense.
it because if you didn't like it or love it, at
Hmm.
least,
You
kind
think
of
they're
like,
paying him pretty well?
yeah, they're definitely going to be paying him some
All
decent
right.
amount. I mean, his prime is a major sponsorship, right?
Yeah, it's literally on the ring. So I mean, they got a big Prime bot on next to the announce table every week. So yep. No, I'm not. I'm kind of in your boat with this match. Need some type of stipulation. I could be excited for it, but right now, just the level is just not there.
Yeah,
Not
agreed.
there. All right. Well, we kind of found out, or did we? So we had a tornado tag match and a mysterious masked figure attacked Rey Mysterio and helped New Day secure the win. Later on,
They rock.
we showed Chad Gable getting interviewed and the masked figure getting hauled away. So, is Chad Gable's playing some switcheroos with this mask, or is he actually behind the
He's
mask?
a superstar. He's a Olympic hero. So Chad Gable's going to be, quicker than
Hmm.
WWE security or smarter. He's going to outsmart them.
I like it.
I like the new. Did you like their new entrance? Did you
I
notice
do.
that?
I do like it. I like the serious side of the New Day.
Yeah, so do I actually. I think
Yeah.
the comic and dweeby or playing video games and bringing trumpets and bootios is over. I mean,
I mean,
I want to see them talk.
Everybody's talking about Cena's heel turn, but what about the New Day's heel turn? I think
You
it's been
guys
pretty good so
pretty, yeah.
far.
Got a
It's been,
big shock still wearing off
hmm.
for me.
Yep. I kind of want to see
Everyone,
them do something other. I think maybe you might have mentioned this while we were watching. Something different than the LWO. Once they won, can we squash that story now?
yeah. I
Can we
mean, let's
get them
move.
against someone else?
I mean, they're already been multiple times tag team champions. Why
Yeah.
can't they be the contenders for Raw tag team?
Right. No, I wouldn't mind Cena. Honestly, I think at WrestleMania we need like I feel like it's almost like a tradition, like a ladder match, tag team match for the
I like them.
championship.
I love
Kind of like
them.
what we did last year, almost have both
Yeah.
belts up.
Who
First
called it?
team. Yeah,
Who
that was
called
you.
it?
Yep.
I think I made perfect points on that match.
Nope. I agree.
All right, but what else we got?
All right. Well, I kind of want to touch on this because I had a question I wanted to ask you about this, or maybe more of a feeling I got. So we're getting next week on Raw. We're gonna get Finn versus Braun for the Intercontinental Championship. Banger of a match, I think. However, I think, and I haven't read this anywhere. This is also my own speculation. I think we're gonna see Dirty Dom turn on Finn in this match and screw him out of the Intercontinental. I think this is the match that the Judgment Day kicks him out.
You calling it now? Right
Yep,
now at
I'm calling it now. Lock it in. I think.
third March 3rd. March. Excuse me. You're gonna call it in now at March 11th.
Yep.
Bold move. All right,
I.
I can respect that. We'll keep the lines open to see what happens for that.
Yep.
I agree. It's gonna be a banger of a match. Do I see Finn winning? I don't see Finn winning. Only
No,
because they want to keep us on our toes. They're not going to move the belts every week because then we're going to expect belts.
yeah.
I don't know. We'll
That's
like I
why I
always
think
say,
we
let's
get
talk
the
about it.
Judgment Day. That's why I think Judgment Day screws him over. Braun Breaker's going to retain.
I don't think that's going to be true. I don't think they're going to screw him over until they get the next member. Once they get a new
Okay.
member, and that's going to cause a tension with Finn. Right now, they were pretty cool, and everyone's really nice. Even though Dom Dom's hitting on and bang, yeah, Dom Dom's hooking up with Finn's girl.
Hmm.
Got 4-on-1 on that.
He is Dirty Dom for a reason.
Dirty Dom. Everyone hates him. I love Dirty Dom. It probably cracks me up.
He's got the
Let
best
him
mustache in
stay.
the business.
I would like to see Evil Finn come back. I feel like he didn't have much of a reign on that. Do you?
Yeah, the demon one. And they kind
Yeah.
of squashed that character kind of toward the he lost like the last 3 matches as the evil Finn. So I mean,
Oh, really?
I think he needs a little bit of retribution with that because it kind of lost its whole aura. How do you say the damn word, aura?
Aura? Yeah, I think you said it right. Aura.
Yeah.
We're living referees, dude. We're not
I'm not an
the
English major here.
No, no, no. We're not smart guys. So yeah, these three ladies. I mean, I knew there were going to be some, bumping, a little grinding, a little smacking around, but did not expect Io to slap that out of both of them.
Oh, she slapped her too. Got her good. Got him good. I mean, it's not official triple threat match, but I mean, I think that's what we're kind of gearing towards here.
A men's and a women's triple threat match, maybe. That'd be kind of cool.
I could see it. I could see it happening.
But I did call this last week or 2 weeks ago
Mhm.
that I did see that this is going to turn into a triple threat match, which I feel it kind of sucks for Bianca because she got her title shot winning the chamber, whatever. She won the chamber. So it should be hers on the spotlight at WrestleMania. I don't think it should be a triple threat match with these three ladies.
Well, how about this? It sucks for Rhea because it should have been a disqualification last week. She should still be champion. So
we have time. Let's give her a rematch. You're right. You're right.
we're going to buckle up and enjoy the ride. I think it's going to be a good triple threat.
But is it going to be? I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't be a triple threat. I mean, we don't know why she wasn't disqualified. Because I know in a title match, but it wasn't really like hardcore rules. It was just a title shot. That means just no disqualification, no count out, right?
I think so, yeah. Well, honestly, I think it's just referee's discretion. I think like no one wants to see a title match end in like a disqualification or a count out. So the referee just kind of gives them some cushion. Hey, but when another person interferes in the match,
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
when it
like
should have been disqualified. I
yeah.
agree.
So we'll see. I do think we get the triple threat match.
All right, let's buckle up and enjoy that ride.
Buckle up.
Oh, dude, let's get into the main event, dude. That Friday night's main event. Cell came down. I was fired up for it. So the cage comes down. These two guys go at it. They went on for a pretty long time, if you ask me. They were,
Yeah.
stomping heads and doing each other's moves.
We had a
I
lot
tell
of
you though,
finishers.
CM Punk looked a little body ill. I mean, granted, he at his age, but he looked a little reddish. And most of his body was, a little tired. What do you think? Do you look tired to you?
No, he did look a little tired. He looked a little maybe winded.
I think he took a nice ice bath after that match. He sat
Oh,
in a bathtub full
guaranteed.
of ice.
He probably had a beer and well, he doesn't drink. He's straight edge, but he definitely had
What do you
a
have, orange juice and a donut?
probably and a bath, a ice bath.
I ain't gonna lie, that sounds pretty delicious right now.
But he was
But yeah,
really freaking red.
I really enjoyed, them they were beating the hell out of each other, dude. They were really
Yeah.
throwing the cage, throwing them up against the
The
cage.
superplex from the top
Yeah,
of
off
the
the
cage.
top.
That had to not feel good.
They beat the hell out of each other. And then I think once I saw the cage open, they didn't shut it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, who's coming? Then we heard the
Something.
crowd go nuts, which I don't think is fair.
Why?
Just because they paid a little extra, they get to see Roman come out for who's coming out. We didn't get to see because they kept the cameras on Seth.
Oh,
I think they
yeah,
should have
that's
moved the
true.
cameras up at a higher so we could see who came in.
I did see someone's video from the show where he just shows him running through the crowd with Paul Heyman. They're like, "Oh shit, Roman's right there." That would have been pretty cool to see. Just Roman Reigns running by you.
So yeah, I mean, I thought it was a bang over match. What do you think?
No, it was a very good match. Very good match. I think there's lots of storytelling in the match. There was a lot of anger. There was a lot of emotions. There was a lot of like hostility maybe, especially when like they're hitting finisher after finisher and they're not going 1, 2, 3. They're kicking out. You're just like, shit. What do I got to do to beat this guy? You can just see it on their face. Like, how do I beat this guy? Yep, they were both doing it after they were hitting each other with each other's finishers. It was good.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
with the whole Roman coming out, I feel like. What do you feel like that was just this with Roman coming out? It's going to be the start of the story for WrestleMania because, like I said last week, Roman was relevant for any story to go into
Yeah.
WrestleMania right now.
Yep.
So I think he just wrote his chapter in the story going into WrestleMania. That's all I'm saying. Is like Roman, there'll be a triple threat match, guarantee these three.
Oh yeah, it's gonna have to be right because now he attacked Punk. Maybe if he didn't attack CM Punk after the match, but I mean he's over there hanging out with Punk's hanging out with that wise man.
With that said, with CM Punk being hugged by Mr. Paul Heyman, what do you think, bro? What is going on? He's comforting CM Punk.
I think the wise man got himself in a little bit of a pickle.
He got his hand caught in
Roman,
a cookie jar.
he's gonna have some explaining to do to
You
Roman.
got some explaining to do, Ricky, or in this case, Paul Heyman. You got some
Yep.
explaining to do, bro. Why you comforting him? You shouldn't
And
have been even in the cage, man. Come out with
for
the
yeah,
wise
he shouldn't
man.
have been in the cage.
Gonna bring up some tension. Let's see.
I mean, I understand they got a long history, but it's history. They're not together anymore. He's Roman's
Who
wise man.
says? I mean,
So.
it's not, I don't know how. I know how Brock and Paul Heyman's manager and employee, whatever. What do you call it? What do you call it?
A
Manager and
manager,
something. Their
client.
relationship. So did Paul Heyman just end on good terms with CM Punk or what? Is that when
I don't
CM
know.
Punk just left?
Yeah. Know what we need? We need a custody of Paul Heyman match. Punk versus Roman versus Lesnar. That's what we need.
Dude, you got Paul Heyman hanging in the middle of the rink in a cage, and whoever rescues him gets to keep him as their wise man.
Oh, that would be hilarious. That'd be TV right there. I'd watch it.
Stone Cold comes out and says he's mine. Stuns everybody and just stuns Paul Heyman and grabs
That's
him.
Paul Heyman too.
You gotta stun everybody.
All right, you got that's the rule.
With this main event match, there was a few things that happened that kind of irked me, and I want to know about you if it irked you. What up, Netflix? We all pay for this. Why are you censoring middle fingers? I can go watch some of the dirtiest, craziest, sexiest things on Netflix, but you
For
censor
real.
two guys flipping each other off. Is that WWE or is that Netflix? I think this
I
is
haven't
both.
I haven't confirmed. I think it's Netflix because I think I read somewhere you can go on WWE's YouTube channel and watch the clip back and they don't censor it.
Okay.
So I think it was Netflix doing it. However, I don't know. So
But that's even if it was Netflix, it's BS. I mean, you have some of the
right. You had the roast
some
of
of the
Tom
shows.
Brady on there. That was one of the raunchiest things I've
Oh
seen.
yeah. Okay, but you say it's for kids or who's offended? Because you got kids that watch it, they're still gonna watch it. Then it's parents' responsibility to teach your kids if that's good or not what's on TV.
Yep. I
Don't
mean,
censor anything. If we're paying for a service, extra money, you have all these subscribers, don't censor it. Don't.
I would. I mean, if they show a butthole, we might want that censored,
Okay,
depending on
no
the butthole.
nudity. Okay, do I want to see it? Yes. Is it going to
but
happen?
but the middle
No.
finger. I mean, guys like myself
I don't know.
grew
There's
up
been
on the
some
middle
wardrobe
finger.
malfunctions in the past few weeks. Tiffy,
Yeah.
Rhea last week, that chain was hanging off.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, this is BS with the censorship. It's enough.
Yeah.
Let us watch what we watch. You know.
No, I agree. They even said before it went to Netflix, it's not going to be censored. It's going to be
I
more
heard that, and I feel
uncensored.
like
Yeah.
they're censoring everything. Well, also things with going on in wrestling. Do you think the belts are moving too fast, bro? Do you think? I don't, but a lot of things I see on the tickety talks and the other social
I do see
media that
people
these belts
complaining
are
about
moving.
it.
Yeah, the belts are moving too fast.
I don't mind it,
I know,
but
like a surprise like they did the last two. Don't mind it at all.
I don't mind it. I did think, yeah, I don't mind it at all. Let's do it. It's just more surprising because it's on the road to WrestleMania. No one really expected the titles to change hands on the road to WrestleMania because really generally in the past it hasn't. But what makes you wonder? I mean, next week on Raw, the IC Championship match. Does that? Who knows? That I don't think it will, but who knows? Braun Breaker might lose to Finn.
It's our favorite time. Mr. D-Way's going to spin his chair around looking at one of his many pops, and the first pop he sees, he is going to say that name, and we're going to decide if that's a superstar or not.
All right, you ready?
Who was it last week?
It was Bailey last week.
Bailey. Okay.
Yep, Bailey.
Ready? Let's do it.
Here we go.
2, 1.
Oh, this is terrible.
Uh-oh.
Johnny Knoxville. Should that count?
Yeah, you turned around. I mean,
All right.
I want that pop. I want the figure. And it's not that expensive. It's like a 22.
Yeah, it's not really that popular.
Figure, but I need it. I haven't found it. No, definitely not a superstar. It was a clown act. Is he a funny ass bastard in the superstar world of comedian? Absolutely,
Yeah.
he's a superstar comedian world. I mean, who didn't like Jackass or The
Right.
Ringer or
The Ringer was great.
Oh, I love The Ringer. So
When the did we get ice cream?
do we get ice cream?
Best
My
part.
name's Lance, and I like nuts. I mean, I like Johnny Knoxville. He's a funny bastard, not a superstar wrestler.
No.
He fought Sami Zayn, didn't he?
Yeah, he fought Sami Zayn in
I was there. Now I remember. It was
that Jackass hardcore match. Wee Man showed up.
Yeah, and had the giant mousetrap.
Yep.
Shopper.
That match was good though for what it was.
I remember.
Yep. So definitely not a superstar for Johnny.
I remember.
Knoxville.
You remember? Yep. So sorry, no superstar this week.
Nope, not at all.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for your living room referees. And make sure you hit those notifications. Subscribe if you like us. We appreciate it. Comment. Always comment. We love the comments. So feel free to
comment.
Social media world. And I'm just
day.
a social media girl living in a social media world.
For real.
That was a lot. But yeah, make sure you guys check out our other videos. And we got me hunting them toys. Dave's got a few hunting for those pops, but he won't put those video out, guys. Tell me.
I will eventually. I'm not good at toy hunting like Boston Mike is. He's a better toy hunter than me. So I gotta step up my game.